This is a story called The Enormous Radio by John Cheever. Basically, there's this ordinary couple, nothing special about them, who live in this apartment building with their 2 kids. Their names are Jim and Irene Westcott. See? Even their names are ordinary as fuck. Now you know that if a story is making a point to tell us how normal and ordinary someone's life is, they're about to be thrown into some fucked up shit. So Jim and Irene have a radio. Irene loves this little radio. It's like her little buddy, like Mr. Krabs' fucking Crabborg bullshit. But the goddamn piece of shit breaks, so Jim goes out and buys a new one for his wife. What a nice guy. But he picks out this huge, hideous eyesore of a radio and puts it right in the middle of the living room. You know when someone buys you a present that you don't like and you're just like, oh, thanks, it's so good. Yeah, but Irene tries it out anyway, and there's something very interesting about this radio. The enormous radio starts picking up their neighbors' conversations from different apartments. Turns out this radio is more than just a big fucking intrusion in their living room. It's an intrusion on other people's lives. Days go by, and Irene slowly becomes more and more obsessed with listening in on her neighbors' conversations. It gets to a point where she'll go out with her friends and leave early just so she can go home and eavesdrop. Girl, that's not healthy. Listening to other couples argue has got Irene kind of questioning her own marriage now, because she always thought of her neighbors as these happy, normal couples. Fucking makes sense to me. If other couples are unhappy, that means I must be unhappy. Lawless logic. But I'll cut Irene some slack. I mean, she's spiraling pretty bad. John, shit, stop doing that stupid goddamn normal-ass name. Jim, however, tries to talk some sense into Irene and just tells her, straight up, stop listening to the radio. Come on, Irene, it's making you upset, and let's be honest, it's kinda creepy anyway. But Irene can't do it. She has developed an eavesdropping compulsion, and it's driven her into madness in doubting her own relationship. So Jim blows like $400 on repairing the radio, just so Irene can be normal again. But she's still paranoid about the radio now picking up her own conversations. So Jim's had it up to here, and he's like, bitch, I just spent a shit ton of money on that monstrosity of a radio, and you're still acting like a freak? You know, I'd throw it out the window, but I just paid a lot of money to have it repaired, so fuck, you suck, Irene. So there you have it. The moral of this story is that the radio will destroy your marriage.